results take care of themselves.
All right. Well, listen, we wish you the California Baptist pick to share the title with Grand Canyon. I know you guys have already underway this year and have a challenging schedule this year in the PacWest and non-conference. Good luck this year, Ryan.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Thanks. Ryan Jordan, head coach, California Baptist University. And now I'm going to join us from Hawaii Pacific, Chris Fisher, the head coach of the Sea Warriors. And Chris, welcome to the program.
Hold on just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and send Chris through. I'm doing this very slowly and carefully here to make sure there's no issues. So just hold on just a moment for Chris.
That's great. Chris, the Hawaii Pacific picked to finish fourth, 146 points total. First place finish, 2 defenders that are named to the preseason all-conference team. And then Hawaii Pacific, one of those programs that's on the rise in the PacWest. Chris, welcome to the PacWest Radio Men's Soccer Media Day.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Chris, let's talk about the Sea Warriors. You had a couple of players that were named to the preseason all-conference team, defenders, Kanoa and Truls, both having 2 of the 4 defenders coming from the same team speaks volumes for the Hawaii Pacific defense. Can you talk about both of those players and what they're like?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Kainoa, he's going into his senior year. He's been with us since he was a freshman, and he's been the leader of our team for the last couple of years, the anchor of our defense. So very important to us. And Truls joined us last year, and he's a guy that can just fly up and down the left side. He brings a lot of energy to our team. So two very important guys for the squad, absolutely.
Yeah, with the conference expanding to 14 schools and 14 men's soccer teams, when you look at 2 of the 4 defenders coming from same school, that speaks volumes for your defense. Is that an area that you emphasize, that you feel is most important in the game?
Well, I think defense is the first thing that we work on every year, and it's good to have guys returning. We like to play an attractive attacking style as well, but you need the defenders to be able to do that, to support that. So, I think we got 4 starting defenders back, and I can't say that for our attacking players. So, definitely that's our foundation this year, and then we take it from there.
Offensively, why don't you talk about some of your players, your forwards and midfielders? Who can we look forward to being some of the key players on your team?
Well, we lost Chance Bukowski, who graduated. He was the PacWest Player of the Year. He accounted for much of our offense, a lot of our goals. So we're looking to score goals by committee. We got Imana Shen is returning. I think he was our second leading scorer last year, and we brought in 2 Spanish guys, Alejandro Portas and Willie. And they're fantastic players. They're coming in to get their master's degree, so they got maturity. Good players from Barcelona. Alejandro has already scored 1, and it looks like he's going to be a big threat, definitely.
Yeah, Amana had 15 points last year, 7 goals, so that's going to be a big part of your offense. Schedule wise, the conference is really strengthened in men's soccer. When you look at the preseason selections, and in the top 5 are 2 schools that are making their way through the conference schedule for the first time, and 3 of the 5 were not even in the conference 2 years ago. What does that say about PacWest men's soccer?
Well, it's definitely on the rise. The schedule so far, the non-conference, our conference is doing very well, which in the past it really hasn't been the case. So these new schools that are coming in from the NAIA are obviously bringing in a lot of strength. They're already established programs, and now that they're in Division II, I assume they're going to get even stronger. I think every school that came into our conference is someone to reckon with right away. There's really no weak teams whatsoever. So the conference it's obviously going to be very tough to win it now. I think there's a number of teams that can take it.
Well, Chris, we wish you the best of luck this season at HPU. We're looking forward to seeing how the Sea Warriors do this year. A tremendous job that you've done there, Bill, in that program, and it's really on the rise in the conference. So good luck this year, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Well, Chris Fisher, the head coach at HPU, the Sea Warriors, picked to finish in the PacWest this year. And our last guest today, the head coach Ziggy Koritowski from Hawaii Hilo. And Joe,
all right,
Ziggy with us?
I'm going to send Ziggy through. Hang tight just a moment there, Mr. D. Camillo.
Hawaii Hilo picked to finish 13th in the conference.
We have Ziggy live on the line.
Ziggy, welcome to the PacWest Radio Media Day. You joined Tom DiCamillo and Joe Carrero. Thanks for joining us from Hawaii.
Thanks for having me, gentlemen.
Ziggy, let's talk a little bit about Hawaii Hilo and the men's soccer program this year. Talk about the program. Who are going to be some of the key players that fans should look for when the Vulcans play this season?
Well, I think we've got a very young team, and unfortunately, kind of joining the program a little late. We really not many additions that came in. Yona Ajarabi came in, a goalkeeper who had a lot of success at Santa Barbara City College. Will be, I think, is going to be the one that kind of hopefully stands out for us to cut back on the goals allowed coming off of last season, and just a bunch of young guys that are kind of stepping up. I think Ikaika Fuerte in the midfield has showed pretty well in the preseason, and as he's recovering from an injury and getting fit, hopefully he'll be able to make an impact. And I think Ian Watanabe up top, he's done he's really bought into what we're doing, and his movement's getting better, and hopefully he can be able to produce a handful of goals for us this year.
When you step in a situation like this and you have new players and trying to build a program, is it important for you as a coach to sort of identify leaders on a team right away that can help you, especially with guys, like you said, with many new guys and then some guys coming back?
Yeah, I think anytime. It's funny because I don't know if we necessarily have those true leaders at the moment. I think that's something that we've got to really try to develop as a staff as part of our culture. I think it's a lot of guys that have bought into what we're doing, but just that natural leadership, isn't quite there yet from a couple of our guys, or maybe they may lack the ability, and those true leaders lack the ability. And so, just trying to get that balance where you got your quality players that are also provide the leadership, and then everybody's going through it, and it just raises the whole level of the program. And so, I think Ikaika has stepped up pretty well, and again, Ian stepped up pretty well early on, and to be fair, all the guys have bought in. But I think that coming from our first match with Montana Billings, that we showed that we were a little scared at times, and just never really had that killer instinct. And as organized as we weren't able to find a guy to kind of make the difference to get us over the edge, and two late goals and cost you a result.
Does some of that sort of play itself out as they play together more and they get into games, some of the nervousness go away, guys step up, and as the season goes on? I mean, obviously first year it can be a challenge. You try to get your players in, you try to figure out exactly what you have, but I imagine over the course of the first few games, some of it will play itself out. Guys will step up.
Yeah, I think any time that you're stepping into a new program, guys are trying to learn what we're after, what we're looking for, and for us, I think the results take care of itself. It's kind of those details within a game, and guys, like I said, are still trying to feel out kind of what the staff's looking for, how we want to play, and then the concentration to be able to do it over the course of 90 minutes. To be fair, I don't think Montana was really dangerous on us. I think we were really difficult to break down, and it kind of shows that, I think the first goal was an own goal, kind of led to a mishap, and those things grow with time as we just become more and more consistent, as you said, and the culture just strengthens.
Tell us a little bit about your background in soccer, where you came from, where you coached before.
Yeah, well, very fortunate. Kind of played as a offensive coordinator, so to speak. Seems like it's okay in the college football ranks, but in the soccer community, it's a little bit taboo. But spent a lot of time. Spent a year at Penn State under Barry Gorman. I spent a year at St. Leo under Joel Harrison. 3 years at Wright State under Mike Tracy, and 2 years under Paul Holliher at Cal Poly. So I got a chance to really put it all together, and I took the first venture. I went down to Guatemala, took control of a professional club in their youth academy, and had a lot of success down there. And when that came to an end, I was back in the States, took some time, and was helping a buddy of mine up at Harvard, Carl Bruno. And this opportunity came out, and have since followed it out to there. So just been a big student of the game, been around the world, done a lot of the education, coaching licenses here and in Europe, and just really enjoying what I'm doing right now.
Well, we welcome you to the PacWest. It's really exciting to have you in, and we wish you the best of luck with Hawaii Hilo this year.
Well, I appreciate your time, gentlemen, and all the best to you as well.
All right, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Iggy Koritowski, the head coach of Hawaii Hilo, and for PacWest and Soccer Media Day. Joe, we appreciate you hanging in there. I know the phones were a little bit of a challenge today.
No problem at all. You know what? Whenever we're dealing with mobile phones on the other end, you never know what's going to happen. So maybe someday that'll all be perfected,
But we appreciate it. Just real quick, one more time for the listeners. Predicted order to finish: Grand Canyon, California Baptist tied for first. Azusa Pacific number 3, Hawaii Pacific number 4, Fresno Pacific 5th, Notre Dame de Namur number 6, Dixie State 7th, Point Loma 8th, BYU Hawaii 9th, Holy Names 10th, Academy of Art 11th, Dominican 12th, Hawaii Hilo 13th, Chaminade 14th. Preseason Player of the Year, Saeed Robinson from Grand Canyon University. Joey Puchaco from California Baptist University is the preseason goalkeeper of the year. Robinson, Mike Salazar, Paul Isloft, and Armando Garcia are the preseason forwards. Alex Anderson, Pedro Guevara, Fabricio Nazare from Fresno Pacific, Pedro Guevara from Dominican, Alex Anderson from California Baptist, and Yarek Solsky from Grand Canyon are your midfielders. Tainoa Hawaii from Hawaii Pacific, Jules Henrik Lystad from Hawaii Pacific, Brian Green from Grand Canyon, and Tyler Haggard from California Baptist are your preseason defenders. And that wraps it up. Joe, we appreciate, as always, PacWest Radio. We'll be back with our normal guest schedule next week. And look forward to seeing you back in Arizona a week from today. And wanted to congratulate you and pass on to the PacWest. Today was the 1-year anniversary of PacWest Radio. We've been on the air for a year.
Very nice.
It's been a
Very
tremendous
nice.
success for us. So thank you to KQCK, and we look forward to another outstanding season.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Tom. And those of you hanging around, please pay attention to our sponsors. Enjoy our great shows and music. This is Joe with KQCK. I'll be with you all afternoon.
Hi, this is Daniel, your host for Rock and Roll 101, every other Sunday at 5 on KQCK.